drum beat and a bass line and some chords into your project, what we're going to do is we're going to create a melody. Again, we're going to click on this plus to make a new track. Leave it as software instrument and click create. Now your lead instrument can be anything you like, really. I don't know, I think I'm going to go with some kind of electric guitar. Let's have distorted Stratocaster just for lols. And then, again, this time I'm going to do a copy and paste. I'm going to grab my session bass that was copied to the pop piano, which is now the chord sequence, press and hold Alt, click and drag down. Okay? And then once again, if I go into my window, piano roll, there's the chord sequence. And I'm going to do the same thing as what I did last time. I'm going to draw a box around all four of them. I'm going to move those from C3 up 8 white notes up to C4. Okay? Now, what I want to be doing is keeping one note instead of 3. So all I'm doing is deleting two of the notes from each chord. Let's have a listen to what that sounds like. Which is fine, it's not offensive, but it's certainly not super melodic because it's based on the chord sequence. But what we get to do now is we get to fill in the gaps. So for example, move this note up to that white note and move this note up to that white note. So you can see that what we're doing is creating a stepwise pattern up to the next note. And if we want to think about it, we could get rid of that note and make this one longer. So rather than have repeated notes, same with this one, we'll have one long note. Let's listen to the first half of this. So you can hear that actually starting to sound like a melody now. Again, what we might want to do is try and join this note with this note. And we're going to do that just by using white notes. You can see we actually haven't got enough notes now. So what we need to do is include shorter note values. So I'm going to make that one shorter. Bring that one there. Then use that by pressing Alt to copy and paste. There. Shorten this one. And we've got a nice little scale down there. Let's have a listen to what that sounds like. And again, I'm going to take these 3 notes, delete those, and make that the long note. Okay? Now, having done that, instead of having this one looped, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste that by pressing and holding Alt and letting go. Then going into that again, Window, Piano Roll, and this time what we want to do is create something a little bit different so it's an answering phrase. We can keep the first part the same, but it might be wise if we change the second half. So instead of having it end on that note, I'm going to think about what notes I had before, which if you think were 2 white notes up, or another 2 white notes up, we can then start to incorporate these notes so that it's a little bit different. So let's have a listen to this part now. Which you can hear is different to the previous melody. Let's listen to those two melodies one after the other from the beginning. So what we end up here is with a call and a response. And because we've repeated the first half of the music, we get something that is easily memorable. And that's how you can build up your melody.